Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Irene and I'm a registered dietitian and I'm back again eating exclusively from fast food chains for a day. On our menu today we have IHOP, Torchy's, and Auntie Annes. And again, I'm going to try my best to stick to the US dietary guidelines. However, the last two videos proved that that was very difficult. So I've already placed my order for IHOP and I'm going to just go and pick it up now. It's currently raining, so I am taking Steven's car because I just got a car wash last week and Steven is not. We made it to IHOP and I guess I never realized they're actually like 24 hours. Are you excited to see what I brought you?
Yes, so much plastic.
So I think on the description they said that everything's packed separately so that it like stays fresh or something. I got the berry crepes, which I didn't even know that IHOP had crepes to begin with. I picked them because they're fairly low in saturated fat. Like everything else on their menu was exceeding the daily recommended amount of saturated fat. It comes with some strawberries, so you do get a little bit of dietary fiber from this. And then for Steven, he got the quick 2-egg breakfast. So this box is so big, but it's like 2 eggs, which we got like over medium. We did turkey bacon and then crispy hash browns. And it comes with your side of toast, which I had selected the whole wheat one because
it looks whole wheat.
Does
kinda? I don't know.
This looks like white bread. I had selected the whole wheat one because obviously the whole wheat one has more fiber. Surprisingly, also has more protein in it. But this kind of looks more white bread to me than whole wheat. But the intention was there. They only gave us one set of utensils.
They thought this was food for one person.
I think I know why I'm so low in saturated fat. There's really nothing in here. Nothing.
That's what this is for.
It's just plain
pancake syrup.
I'll only use a little bit. It's actually like pretty sweet already. Kind of like a really thin pancake. Whipped cream would go so well with this.
The easiest medium egg I've ever seen.
Whoa, that's like not cooked at all. Those are some not really put together hash browns.
That's what the egg is. Find it all together. Could have made it at home for $5.
It's a half decent breakfast. For lunch, we're having Torchy's. We got some guac, a bunch of chips. We each got 2 tacos.
This one's the Mr. Orange.
This is the Democrat, which is yours. This one looks like pork, so that's yours. GC pork. And then I got the grilled Baja shrimp. So apparently, as I was going to check out, the amount ended up being like more than I thought it would have been. And then I looked, and apparently according to Wikipedia, which is, you know, source of all knowledge, Torchy's is not a fast food chain. They're a fast casual chain, but Olive Garden is a fast food chain. I think like my categories got a little mixed up because I was like, oh, I saw Olive Garden on the list, and so Torchy's kind of like feels like it would also be on the list.
Yeah, what's the difference?
Apparently, according to Google, the AI thing, the summary that it generated, fast casual is supposed to like be like higher quality ingredients, but still fast service and fast like food and whatever. If anyone wants to get me on that technicality that Torchy's is not a fast food chain, I did indeed find that out after the fact. With Torchy's, I feel like the hard part was that all these are like very high in sodium and some of these tacos aren't that high in calories. Like I think this one is only like 170 calories, the Baja shrimp. A lot of them also do have like quite a bit of saturated fat in them. And to be honest, the sauce is probably where the saturated fat is, and I don't even use sauces on my tacos. So I actually got pretty much the same thing that I normally get. I usually get the Mr. Orange and then I get the Baja shrimp, but I a lot of times get it fried. I got it grilled this time, but Steven, I had to get like completely different things because I feel like the things that he normally were not on the healthier side.
Well, it's because they have avocado. That adds like a crap ton of saturated fat.
but the guacamole did not. And the guacamole is actually a main fiber source of today because like nothing else has fiber in it, but avocado is a very good source of fiber in case you didn't know. Cheers. For dinner, we are having Auntie Annes. So we realized really last minute that they close at 7, so we hurried to the mall. And there was a line, surprisingly. I don't feel like I've ever seen a line at Auntie Annes.
You ever seen a line at Auntie Annes?
No.
It's always like, oh, you know, mid-afternoon, and everyone's hungry again after shopping. So there's a giant line at Auntie Annes.
I don't know. There's usually not a line when I go. For dinner today, we are having, this is the sweet almond pretzel. And we're also sharing the original pretzel nuggets. So surprisingly, I think the sweet almond pretzel on paper looks the healthiest because it doesn't actually have as much added sugar as one would think, and it's lower in sodium because it's a sweet pretzel. Also, surprisingly, had more protein than I thought and less saturated fat because everything's just like pretty much carbs and then like butter on it. Like not like necessarily a healthy fast food chain, but I was really craving Auntie Annes. I feel like I have nothing to say. Auntie Annes is just Auntie Annes. And if you've never had Auntie Annes before, I think it is so good. This is like my childhood because every time we go to the mall, my mom would buy us Auntie Annes, and I would always get the cinnamon sugar pretzel.
Wetzel's pretzels?
Never had that in my life. Does not smell nearly as good. But I feel like they used to have more flavors. Also, they used to do a buy 3 get the 4th one free. So we made it to the end of the day and our little debrief, and obviously I struggled a lot today. I just feel like this combination of fast food chains was really not conducive of hitting any of my goals whatsoever. Tallying up all of the totals, the only 2 categories that I really met my goals in were protein and added sugar. So in terms of saturated fat, that one is one that I always struggle with because there's just so much saturated fat in everything. Like if you're cooking with butter or oils or things like that, those all have saturated fats, and obviously these oils and fats help to make foods taste really good. And so I see why a lot of these foods may have higher contents of them. IHOP definitely did surprise me a lot because one of their omelets was like 20 or 30 grams of saturated fat, and that is way over our goals for the day, even if you're eating like 2,000 plus calories. So I feel like trying to find foods that were relatively low in saturated fat are always difficult. Sodium is another big one that is super hard as well. Even the foods that you don't think have a lot of sodium do have sodium. So for example, like pancakes at IHOP, a lot of sodium in them. And a lot of their other foods, they were like in the 2,000 to 3,000 milligram range per serving. So that's pretty much your entire day's worth of sodium. Dietary fiber is one that I always struggle with, and today there was not anything that really contained a lot of fiber, to be honest. So what did surprise me was that IHOP did have some things that had higher dietary fiber compared to like some of the other meals that we ate today. Most of Steven's dietary fiber today came from that whole wheat bread and also the guacamole, the avocado. And for me, it was pretty much the same. The guacamole and the grapes actually had 5 grams of dietary fiber, which was a little bit surprising. And then I also had like a couple grams like here and there. Obviously did not meet my goals. We did try to get as close as possible, but I think that it was just hard. We didn't really have any beans today or leafy green vegetables. We did stay under the added sugar limit, although it's quite a bit higher today, probably because of Auntie Annes. And then protein, of course, we kind of met that as well. I wasn't really concerned about meeting protein. I don't think I ever am, though I do like to kind of be conscious of like getting in protein sources throughout the day. I think the other hard part this time was that I was also trying to take into consideration like Steven's preferences for the different foods that he likes to eat. So I think that there were like slightly healthier options, though the difference was kind of marginal, and it was always kind of a give and take situation where like maybe you would have less sodium but it might have a little bit more saturated fat, or vice versa, or something, some combination of non-ideal trade-offs. Overall, I feel like today, of all of the times that I've done this challenge, I probably fared the worst, unfortunately. So we'll have to try again next time, maybe with some different combination of restaurants. But I hope that you enjoyed this this video. Let me know what fast food chains you want me to eat at. Also be sure to give this video a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!